Hot Springs Village Inside Out is a closer look at the greatness of Hot Springs Village, Arkansas and the surrounding areas. People, places, experiences. Hot Springs Village is one of the most beautiful places on earth. Join me, Randy Cantrell, and my co-host Dennis Simpson as we engage in weekly conversations to explore Hot Springs Village Inside Out. Today's show is brought to you by Central Arkansas's favorite radio station, KVRE. Find them on the dial at 92.9 FM. Stream them live at kvre.com. Today's show is brought to you by RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village. The award-winning RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village is the largest real estate office inside the village with over 30 full-time agents and support staff. Visit them to learn more about this beautiful place to solve your real estate needs. Call them at 1-800-364-9007. Find them online at explorehsv.com. They are RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village at 1-800-364-9007 or online at explorehsv.com. HSV Inside Out is also brought to you by Ike Eisenhower State Farm. Ike and his award-winning team have been serving the insurance needs of folks all around Hot Springs Village since 1998. Ike has qualified for State Farm's President's Club, Chairman Circle, and Hot Springs Village Insurance Agent of the Year. Call Ike Eisenhower State Farm today at 501-984-4100. That's 501-984-4100. Find them online at ikeeisenhower.net. Call them today for all your insurance needs because, like a good neighbor, Ike Eisenhower State Farm is there.
Dennis Simpson here, catching people wherever they are, even Mr. Greg Collins in his truck, right?
Yes.
Greg, tell me who you work with, buddy.
I work for Custom Insulation and Supply out of Hot Springs, Arkansas. I've been with them for about 6 or 7 years.
What exactly do we do?
Well, I do energy audits on homes, basically go into homes to see where somebody might need something. We do air seal, duct seal, insulation. That's the biggest three that we do through Summit and Entergy. Summit's the gas, Entergy's the electric.
Okay, so the reason I caught up with you guys is because I was working with Tom at the radio station, KVRE, Tom Nichols, and he's doing these commercials about how they come out and do a home audit energy audit. They, open the front door, put a blower door in the way, test it, blah, 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 blah. And we've had one problem with this ad that you're running. Apparently the cost is zero, right?
It's free. Yes, this is what's so wonderful about this. I've got the best job in the state of Arkansas, and it's because I'm giving stuff away for free. So Wow. If you need insulation, that's free. And if your ducts, which 60 to 70% of all homes leak, so duct systems leak. So then we go looking for the leaks. We do a duct system test, and then from that we can find the leaks. We get a number, and so once we get a number through a machine, we bring that number down to where, if it's leaking 100%, we'll try to get as low as we can get. We have to make at least a 25% improvement to get paid.
Really? Is that hard to do? Is that easy?
Well, it can be hard if it's just according where the duct system's located. If it's, if it's in a wall, it's going to be difficult to get to. So, but we work on returns, we work on the duct system, we work on the overall tightness of the house. So that's what the blower door test does.
Well, I guess what I mean is, even if you have access to it, is it hard to get a 25% improvement? They're that leaky.
Our guys go look at yes, and they can find it. They know where. It's been years. Most of our crews, both of the two crews that work out of Hot Springs, have been with us for 6 or 7 years. So
really.
Yeah.
Well, I used to listen to a radio program called Click and Clack the Tappet Brothers on public radio, Car Talk. And they mentioned one time that duct tape does a lot of amazing things, except for one thing. It doesn't seal ducts up very well, does it? Well,
we have special tape that they supply us, like Entergy would, or Summit would supply us, or we it could be double-sided tape. but it's different than the regular duct tape that you reuse around the house. It is a fix-all, but it ain't. It may not take care of the ducts, but we caulk, foam board. We use everything that we can to make the house more energy efficient.
So let me get this straight. So why would Entergy, that I have to write a check to every month, why would they do this for free, Greg?
It's like okay, so there's a consumer, I may be saying it wrong, but it's a consumer advocate commission of Arkansas. Will has put these two plans has gone to the two companies, the main utility companies, Summit and Entergy, which is one is gas, one is electric, and has told them they need to do improvements or make improvements or help their customers, because they're not monopolies. I guess if they were monopolies, they'd run the whole state, which they don't. Like you have First Electric in part of the village.
Right.
That's a co-op. But the biggest two are Summit and Entergy, the whole state. So they tell them they have to do these things. And they've been doing them now for many, many years. And it's beneficial to both companies, beneficial to Entergy, cuts back kilowatt usage, keeps them from having to build, a power plant here and a power plant there. But it is very cost effective for them. And you got to figure they wouldn't keep doing it if it wasn't. But I mean, honestly, it's a wonderful program, and everybody ought to take advantage of it. Most people think, well, there's a gimmick. What's the gimmick? What's the gimmick? I've heard that a million. If I had $1 every time I'd be a rich man. But it's not a gimmick. They are forced to do it. They're told to do it. I guess not forced, but literally forced.
Yeah.
But
today we're recording this in early July. And if I'm not mistaken, this is one of the high peak demand days. It's like a 98-degree day. It's high humidity. Everybody's running their air conditioner. The load is amazing. And the price that we pay for electricity, as I understand it, is roughly set on these days. So if we can keep these days down, if we can, whatever we can do, if we can lower for you guys, if you could lower the home energy use 5%,
absolutely,
that's a plan, right?
Absolutely. And the thing is, this does that, because I've done it in 3 of the homes that I've lived in. So I know that it works. And I know that from one house, and I did have 100% leakage. I lived in it 6 months before I had it done. So I don't know what that says about me as an employee. But the duct system was on the ground. It was in the crawl space. So I actually was cooling the crawl space for 6 months before I had it done. Part of it was just we were busy, but once they did mine, it knocked off $100. Now that's not going to always be the case, but if you say $25 a month or $30 a month or $50 a month, that's a lot. And I've noticed in my own apartment that I'm living in now in the village or townhome that I've knocked it down $50 to $60.
Really? Well, we have a unit over.
Insulation.
We have a unit over here in DeSoto Courts you guys did this for, and it's an older unit. And in DeSoto Courts, all the townhouses have an open common space above them. They don't have firewalls between each unit, which is just how they did it back then, right? When we bought that unit, we looked up and there was literally, I could, in a 2-bedroom, I could literally have put all the insulation in that attic in my hands, in the size of a volleyball. I think our electricity was $130 to $140 a month. You guys came in, it's been $52 to $60. It's amazing. It's amazing. You sealed the leaks. You put insulation in the attic for free. And all I have to do is call the number. My goodness, Greg, I've been a bad host. I've been a bad host. Hang on. All I need to do is call these fine folks here. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's our truck, and it'll come out and they do the work. After I come out first, do a walkthrough, get the information for the home, and then my guys come out and do. Now, we do a lot of other things, as you can see there, but what I mainly do is just the energy program and making houses more energy efficient.
Now you do this in the village and you do it in Hot Springs. Where's the range? I guess you go to Malvern. I don't know.
I go to about right now. The furthest I would go is Pine Bluff, Jacksonville, but I'm in North Little Rock, Sherwood. Those areas, though, some of those are just Summit. Pine Bluff, Little Rock, that's Entergy and Summit, both together. And then, as far, I won't go to Texarkana. Curtin is about as far as we would go, but that's got to be, more than one house or situation.
Yeah.
It is a little further to drive.
I understand. And to be very frank, the half of the village is roughly the co-op, and that project is not offered for the co-op. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right. And we just had a tremendous home show, so I'm going to get to everybody. I promise.
You promise.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Now, and here we're going to two questions. Number one, can we come back and do a basement encapsulation show? Will you do that with me?
Yeah, I could that, or I could get my boss to come in to do.
I'd be happy to do that. Happy to do that, because in the village, so many people have basements, and most times it's.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
You have a lot of moisture in the village in your crawl spaces, and we do it, I think, a little bit better than some. I'm not saying I think we're one of the best companies out there anyway, but to get the moisture out of your crawl space where you can almost make it living space, honestly, and where you can store photos, you can store anything in your basement. A lot of times there's so much moisture you wouldn't want to do that unless you are encapsulated. They'll put electricity all the way, run lights all the way through it. It's to me one of the best, and we guarantee it too. So when there's an issue, we come out, and Tony Thomas is the owner of the company, and he's been making homes more energy efficient since he was 18. So he's the same age, actually a year older than I am. So he's been doing it for 40-something years, 41 years. So
I wanted to just touch on something real quick. We have a lot of moisture. We have, most times, the basement is exposed dirt many times. And a lot of times the HVAC unit is there and it's trying to pump humidity out of the house and run it out the wall and everything. But the bottom line is that mold is a real problem in the village, but there's one way to fix it, and that is to keep the humidity below 55%, correct?
Right, correct. And right around 50, 55 to 57. Yeah, it needs to stay right there. Yep, yes, sir. And it's hard to do. And so it's hard to do when you have you don't know. The problem is finding the leaks and where it's coming in. Yeah. But we actually go around the inside of the wall, all the way around. Some of them just do it where the low point is, but we actually put kind of like a French drain all the way around. And that's it right there. That's one of our many that we did in the village. Sure is.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And it's nearly like a conditioned space, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. You can have a man cave down there. You can. Some people some people have some amazing big crawl spaces in the village. I mean, some of them you could build a house in some of them. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at this, and I'm thinking that man cave idea. Thinking, man, I got to get me some of that. Now that's a great idea. I say, Greg, I tell you what, if you'll come back with us, well, that's me. It's on my side.
Okay, that's you.
That's okay. If you'll come back, we'd love to have you again. And actually, I think we could talk more about the insulation. So basically, they come out, put a blower door in, measure how much loss you have, and then they basically seal it up and button it up and put in installation for free till it's better. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it. You can call it. The best thing to do is call my number. So my number's 501-545-7534. 501-545-7534. That gets you directly to me. I set the appointment, come out and look, and I can even look for encapsulation. If you want to do that, I can look at your crawl space. So,
well, I tell you what, I'm going to put this number on the bottom of the video as we talk, and we'll put it at the top of the video too. Obviously, you can call the office, but calling you direct would be a whole lot quicker and simpler, right?
It would be better. It would be better.
Yeah.
Because I live in the village. Yeah. I'm actually.
Greg, thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks. Have a blessed day.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks for watching and listening to Hot Springs Village Inside Out, a weekly podcast starring Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. Visit the website at hotspringsvillageinsideout.com.